Hello, hello. Today we got a new EverQuest producer's letter, and in that letter it outlined exactly what the monetization is going to look like for the in-game cash shop for EverQuest Legends. So let's get into it. You know, over the past week, some details leaked about an alternate currency and some speculation about what was going to be for sale and what wasn't. Additionally, Daybreak and Game Jawn reduced the amount of storage that players were given from alpha to beta, and that caused a big uproar. And I think a lot of people started to worry that Scrooge McDuck over at Daybreak Games was starting to see dollar signs with all the interest in the product, and things were going to head south in terms of what was going to be in the in-game cash shop. So in the onset, Daybreak Games and Game Jawn made two big promises. One, that there would be no chrono or anything like it, meaning there's not going to be a tradable currency that you can redeem for game time. And then two, that there will be an in-game cash shop. We knew that up front. That was transparent. That was super clear. There was no ambiguity about it. But they said there will be cosmetic and utility items offered for sale in game which do not convey power to items or characters. Looking back, I hate the language here. It feels like legalese, like what is the definition of convey power? You can get into this big philosophical debate or whatever else. I'm gonna take it at the most reductivist kind of approach here and just say like, hey, does it give power? I'm gonna change convey to give, just to be real clear. Give power to items or characters. So with that said, this is what was announced. So here, in-game shop, we knew that. We all signed up for it when we pre-purchased the game, if you did that, or if you purchased the game in the future. And there's a new in-game virtual currency called Iridium. You get 100 Iridium for $1. I'm not a big fan of these alternate currencies in general. It's not chrono by any means, but I would much prefer that you just outright sell every single thing for a direct dollar price, because otherwise you kind of get this, there's a slight discount as you buy more and more that allows them to put it on sale, and you end up probably buying more currency than you ever actually spend, and then you're losing out a little bit. It's standard practice. It lets them capture more revenue on the books sooner and faster. So I get all the reasons they do this. I just don't think it's necessary, especially because they own the platform and they're not paying some third party to do a transaction fee. They're not losing 30% to Steam or something like that. It's all of theirs. So yeah, there's that. That's my take on that. So the following items will be available in the in-game shop. Pricing subject to change, fine. First of all, there's going to be unlock tokens. And if we go and look at my tier list, my ethical tier list that I did a number of videos back, I put race and unlock tokens as a blatant cash grab. That's my take on that. There are different flavors: deity, race, class. They scale from $5 to $15. So there are unlock tokens available right away if you want to, I guess, get an interesting race, class, deity combination. And even though I said it's a blatant cash grab, I'm probably going to buy the deity unlock and switch to Quellious, just because that was a server that I played on many years ago. So there you go. They're going to get my $5. Storage. All sorts of storage is going to be available for purchase. And this one in particular, the alternate storage increase, is probably where they're going to make a bunch of their money. There's the producer letter. You can go read it if you want to get all the details. But if you're playing this hardcore and you're a hoarder, you're probably going to be dropping $5, $10, $15, $20 on this alternate storage increase so that you can stack more and more and more in there. The loadout slots, I think 3's enough, but I'm not the most hardcore crazy person, so I guess we'll see. And the additional inventory slot for $5 is also like, okay, that's interesting. Storage, I put storage, I guess we get that as bags or some types of bags. I put that over here in sketchy AF level of stuff. Speaking of sketchy AF, weight reduction bags, they're putting them in. 12 slot, 100% weight reductions for $5. 24 slot, 80% weight reduction for $750. And then you can get kind of like just a storage bag, 50 slot, no weight reduction. It's also 100 weight. So you're not gonna be carrying this thing around unless, you know, maybe you're an ogre, for 10 bucks. So there you go. Some more sketchy monetizations in there. Additionally, there will be potions / consumables. The absolute worst one out of the bunch is the AA potion for $5. It provides double points for the next 5 AA and does not expire. So what that means is if you buy this and pop it, when you earn 1 AA, you actually earn 2 AA. So you're getting effectively a 100% increase in AA. And, you know, I put that one here as well. Where'd I put that one? As XP potions, again, sketchy AF. Yeah. Other consumables, name change potion for $10. I think I put that in fair play. Yep, name and gender change, you know, no worries there. Fine, you want to change your name, you got to pay for it, it's reasonable. Token of reclamation, if you lost an item, you want to restore that. Lost item restoration, put that in the questionable category just because what's the big deal? I mean, it's in the interface, you can just click and redeem it, but I guess, you know, maybe to stop people from just, I guess, selling stuff and then rebuying it cheaply to get past all of the storage monetization they want to do, they have to have this in place. So, you know, there you go. And then cosmetics, you know, and I also put that in questionable, just particularly with EverQuest where, you know, Fashion Quest is such a thing. And when you see a player kind of dressed in, you know, all of one type of armor, you know that they've accomplished something. And if you can just buy your way around that, it kind of takes away from that luster and allure, but they haven't announced anything specific here. And, you know, cosmetics is probably the most harmless out of all of this cash shop stuff. So there you go. On the very good side of things, the good news is that none of the shop items are tradable. So that's good. You're not going to end up with a secondary market for these items, and there's no gifting available. So again, no secondary market is going to end up popping up, which would inevitably cause a lot of drama with bots and other stuff. So, you know, good on them for doing that. But yeah, that is, you know, what was announced today. To come back to this question, is it fool's gold? I don't think so. Is it a little disappointing, the things that they chose to go with, especially when they said, hey, these utility items will not give power to items or characters? Well, I mean, I don't know how you talk your way out of this, but like an AA potion certainly conveys power to characters. Okay. But to be fair, the AAs are, many of the AAs, not all of them, but many of the AAs, do they really convey power to the player? It's not very transparent in terms of, you know, I dumped a whole bunch of points into certain stuff and I'm like, I don't know if my character's any better off than it was before. So maybe that's the argument there. Although I you know, it's obviously disingenuous. But yeah, that's that. Is it fool's gold? I'll leave that up to you guys to decide. I'm still going to play. I think it's going to be okay. I think this could have been a lot worse. I expected with the, you know, the Scrooge Duck mindset. I expected to actually see regular experience potions, you know, ones that are running on a timer that you can constantly pop. Maybe even things that end up with moats dropping more often, things like that. Being able to purchase moats. They didn't do those things. So overall, a little on the sketchy side. I'm just going to put it in the general kind of like questionable category, but please let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Appreciate you taking the time to watch the video. Hit like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks.